What is up, ladies and gentlemen? A very warm welcome to all of you to the pro analysis of the PUBG Mobile Pro League South Asia Championship Final Season 1. My name is Jonny John. Joining me, ladies and gentlemen, in this pro analysis is obviously the best analyst out there, Ocean Sharma. How are you doing, Ocean?
I'm doing really good, really fine, Jonny. Thanks for asking. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing really nice as well, and considering what we have for our audience watching this, I'm feeling even better. So without wasting any further time, let's get things started. So in this video, ladies and gentlemen, we will talk about a predicted leaderboard followed by a conversation about teams to look out for. Then we will talk about a few rivalries that are there in this tournament right now, and in the end we will try our level best to predict the MVP of the entire tournament. Whew, that sounds a lot. Ocean, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I'll say there's one thing in the scientific quotes, and that is we look at the known knowns, but we always forget about the unknown knowns. So in that thing, I would say Zeus and DRS, they have a rivalry. But in the other words, Astra Academy and Apes, well, they might just be the actual wildcards maybe.
Well, maybe there are also the teams from Hong Kong, Taiwan and Macau. Who knows who will move forward to, well, the next bigger stage that is out there for these lads. But what we do know is, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to talk about next, that is the predicted leaderboard. So let's move forward and have a look. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we will have a look at the leaderboard based on our predictions, and well, this is it, right in front of you guys, right here. So we put Zeus Esports on the first position, well, based on their performance in the past tournaments.
Exactly, these players, this team has just performed amazing and incredible for themselves. But talk about Apes, I mean, I would put them on the second position for just one thing. White, Sanchir, Hustle, Kanek, like these players, we have seen them. If you have followed the wildcard for your own self, just think about it. From Hell is what their old team was. And obviously, watch my GP. Talk about White, he has just, shined from that team.
Well, definitely, and these lads are experienced players, people who have gone up against teams like Zeus Esports time and time again. But then we move on to the third position, and that is going to be the team that is the champion of PMPL South Asia Season 3, ladies and gentlemen, DRS Gaming.
Exactly, DRS, well, their hustle, their dedication, it just, comes down to one thing, that is they are here to dominate. They are the real soldiers. But think about one more team that's just, coming up from the region HTM, I would like to call it in short, that's Lit Esports. I mean, Wujuan, Jashin, we remember them from You Level Up, and they always like to level up their gameplay.
Exactly, and they've had interesting performances in the past, and we are going to expect the same thing this time as well. But then moving forward in our standings, we have another interesting name, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Astra Academy.
Well, Astra Academy with the likes of Top, Pika, like those players know their gameplay. They are kind of a new team as compared to what the other teams are with their, veteranship, I would like to call it. But the young bloods, there's always that one young-blooded team that always loves to shine, that always loves to dominate. And these players, yeah, they are kill hungry.
Well, and being kill hungry is something that these teams need to be in order to, well, prove themselves, prove their mettle, because this lobby, the tournament, it's not going to be an easy one. There will definitely be a lot of competition, and if you are one of the only teams to make it this far from your entire region, there will be a lot of pressure on you. I think this pressure will be felt the most by Stalwart Flex.
Exactly, Stalwart Flex, talking about a name, right? They are also killing the likes of Crypto, who was in amongst the top fraggers when the previous iteration of the tournament was going on. So he knows and his team knows what to be done, what's not to be done when the situation demands it. And all these players, I mean, talking about Uzum, Crypto, Blade, Jonny, like they are here to dominate.
Well, definitely, and the domination is definitely going to be felt from them as well. But as we move forward in the standings, here is a surprise for you. Here is a curveball for every single one of our viewers, and that is Skylight Gaming is the one following Stalwart Flex. Now, people might be asking us, why isn't Skylight Gaming high up in your predictions? Well, simply because they did not do so well in the last tournament that they were a part of, and we have seen sort of a fall in the team's performance, and that is the main thing why DRS Gaming was able to capitalize on and sort of build themselves up in the last tournament that these guys were part of together. That was the PUBG Mobile Pro League South Asia Season 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly, I mean, with the likes of Leon, with the likes of Charim, with the likes of Heaven and Joker, like the team is deadly enough. But the thing is, they sometimes in the short callings, we saw it happen, right? In the short callings, sometimes the team just hinders out a bit here and there, and that kind of just cost them a game, no doubt. They have had good games as well. They were like, dominating in one of the highest chicken in the numbers for themselves. But if their good games are good, their bad games, it turns out to be a disaster. So they'll have to just work up on that, and maybe they have.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now moving forward to the next checkpoint of this video, that is teams to look out for. These are the teams that we feel like will be surprise packages in this entire tournament. Starting things off is 1952.
Well, 1952, meanwhile, they are also the young, hungry bloods out there. They have just, dominated in many tournaments before this one, and obviously they are here with the likes of C Minor, with the likes of Magnet. But the thing is, somehow, you remember, they got the chicken dinner only in one game when previous iteration was going on. So it's just one thing. Had they started gathering up those numbers for themselves, it could have been good from the start. But it never happened, so we'll have to look out for that.
Exactly, but with 1952, at least they started to pick up the pace as soon as they realized, alright, we might not make it to the other side. There was another team whose graph went in the opposite direction. Now I'm talking about High Voltage.
High Voltage, if you guys remember the last match, that obviously, in which DRS was crowned champions previously, High Voltage, they were in the top position also. But the thing is, if you remember the players like Assassin and all, at the start of the tournament, they were top frag, they were doing brilliant. But as soon as the tournament started, I don't know what was it a burnout or something, as the players started to falter down a bit. If that does not happen this time, the team is deadly.
Well, I mean, the fans are definitely going to have huge expectations from this team in this tournament. But then we were just having this conversation, and there's this team that has history of, doing not so great on really big stages.
Yeah, we are talking about NM right now. Previously, Unicorn Gaming, right? With the likes of Pong, Ryan, Coco. The players are brilliant, no doubt. The players are brilliant. But the thing is, pressure situations kind of somehow just, take them in their own ups and downs. And that thing, suppose if you're having one bad game one day, your whole day starts going, in your own dip. So they just have to look out for that thing. And maybe they are. And maybe we'll see a different iteration of NM this time. Previously known as Unicorn Gaming. And maybe the Unicorns are with them.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about the rivalries that are there in the PUBG Mobile Pro League South Asia Championship Finals. And well, there is this one rivalry that is just intense, and we have to talk about this: Zeus Esports versus DRS Gaming.
First position, second position, first position, second position. The bunny hop was going on constantly throughout the finals. Obviously, previous to that as well. So we'll have to see when it comes down championship, who gets the actual crown. So these teams, they know each other's gameplay. They know what was going on. Well, we'll have to see and find out who the real champion is now.
Exactly, and this is a rivalry that was there for the crown, but there was another, I mean, not rivalry of sorts, but another friendly banter and friendly rivalry that we got to witness between two teams during the PMPL South Asia Season 3. That was something constantly going on between Deadeye's guys and 1952.
I guess the word that you're looking for is frenemies? Kind of, maybe,
yes,
I don't know,
yes.
that's kind of thing. But well, this time, there are no second chances, there are no second thoughts. If you find someone, if you spot someone, you'll take them down. Obviously, that's what it's going to be. And 1952, well, they'll have to take DE down in order to get those chicken dinners. And DE, I mean, sometimes there were a few things that were happening, but the drop locations were being compromised, the rotations were being compromised, and here and there, a few punches were going on. So this time, we'll have to say if it is punches for the crates or guns for the crates.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now moving on to the final segment, that is going to be us predicting the MVP or trying to predict the MVP. Alright, so Ocean, I think this is easy, right?
Yeah, I mean, do you know about the lineup of Zeus, right?
So that's all we have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys follow us on our socials to stay updated about all the things happening in the world of PUBG Mobile esports. And well, let's see if our predictions do come true at the end of the tournament. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, you guys take care. And once again, we'll see you on the desk.